Once upon a time, in a colorful meadow filled with wildflowers, there lived a hardworking bee named Buzz and a graceful butterfly named Flutter. The meadow was a place of beauty and wonder, where the flowers bloomed in every color of the rainbow and the air was filled with the sweet scent of nectar. Buzz was always busy. From sunrise to sunset, he would fly from flower to flower, collecting nectar to take back to his hive. He was proud of his work and loved how the flowers relied on him to help them grow. Buzz believed that hard work was the most important thing in the world. Flutter, on the other hand, loved to dance in the breeze. She would flutter her delicate wings, floating from one flower to another, but never staying in one place for too long. She enjoyed the beauty of the meadow and spent her days exploring, admiring the flowers, and playing in the sunshine. Flutter believed that enjoying the beauty of life was the most important thing in the world. One sunny day, Buzz was busy collecting nectar when he noticed Flutter twirling around a patch of daisies. She was laughing and singing, her wings shimmering in the sunlight. Buzz shook his head and flew over to her. "Flutter, why don't you do something useful?" Buzz asked. "You spend all day flying around without a care in the world, while I work hard to collect nectar for the hive. Don't you want to help the flowers grow?" Flutter smiled and landed softly on a daisy. "Oh, Buzz, I do help the flowers. I spread their pollen as I fly, just like you do when you collect nectar. But I also take the time to enjoy the beauty of the meadow. There's more to life than just work, you know." Buzz frowned. "But how can you just play all day? Don't you worry about the future? What if the flowers need more help?" Flutter looked around the meadow and then back at Buzz. "The flowers will always be here, Buzz. They grow with the sun and the rain, and they need us both, your hard work and my joy. We all play a part in this beautiful meadow." Buzz wasn't convinced, but he didn't argue. He went back to collecting nectar, while Flutter continued to dance among the flowers. But as the day went on, Buzz began to notice something. Even though Flutter wasn't collecting nectar, the flowers seemed to brighten whenever she flew near them. The colors of the petals became more vibrant, and the flowers seemed to sway happily in the breeze. Curious, Buzz decided to watch Flutter more closely. He saw how her light touch helped spread pollen, just as she had said. He also noticed how her joyful spirit brought happiness to the meadow. The flowers seemed to bloom more fully when Flutter was near, as if they were encouraged by her cheerful presence. As the sun began to set, Buzz realized that Flutter was right. The meadow needed both of them, his hard work and her joy. Together, they helped the flowers grow and thrive, each in their own way. That evening, as they rested on a soft patch of clover, Buzz turned to Flutter and smiled. "You were right, Flutter. The meadow needs us both. I see now that it's not just about work or play, but about finding a balance between the two. I'm glad we're both here to help the flowers." Flutter beamed. "I'm glad too, Buzz. You teach me the value of hard work, and I hope I've shown you the beauty of enjoying life. Together, we make the meadow a better place." From that day on, Buzz and Flutter became the best of friends. Buzz continued to work hard collecting nectar, but he also took time to enjoy the beauty of the meadow, just as Flutter did. And Flutter, while still dancing in the breeze, made sure to help the flowers in her own special way. The meadow thrived under their care, and the flowers bloomed more beautifully than ever before. The bees and butterflies, along with all the other creatures of the meadow, lived in harmony, each one playing their part in the cycle of life. And so, Buzz and Flutter learned that by working together and appreciating each other's strengths, they could create a world filled with both hard work and joy, a world where the flowers bloomed in endless beauty and life was a never-ending adventure.